Hey folks, Joshua here. Welcome back to Dawnsbury Days and the final encounter of our level 1 quest for the Golden Candelabra. After everything, you finally see the great artifact ahead of you, but will it be so easy to take? We did gain some nice treasure in the last encounter. I've decided to equip the rapier on Anacostia for its deadly D8 and disarm abilities compared to the longsword, which has a higher damage die but no bonuses. We're choosing this over the Ranseur and the longbow so that she has an empty hand to use for athletics. That restrain on a critical grab or grapple is fantastic. Even a standard grabbed state is really good on a caster. We've got the mud bomb here on Scarlet for the opener. I may have her create a mutagen for Anacostia. We've got the hand crossbow and the scroll of breathe fire on Tokdar, and the scroll of bless we picked up, and the potion of invisibility on Safi. Not sure whether we'll use this or something else, but being able to set up like an area effect for enemies or allies and then go invisible seems pretty strong. We're going to go ahead and dive into this encounter and see how we do.
I see the candelabra! Wow, it's still lit aflame, even after 7 years of abandonment.
Interestingly, that is 100% a menorah, which is very interesting as the icon of choice for this candelabra, but we'll move past that and continue the story.
And only 2 rats protect it? Ha! This almost feels wrong.
It does feel wrong. Very suspicious.
I take your points, but perhaps we are just lucky. Let's kill the rats and take the artifact.
Okay, so as a veteran gamer, obviously something more challenging is going to emerge once we touch this thing. Let's take a look at it. It's a good indestructible artifact object. Can't be destroyed until the town of Dawnsbury is razed to the ground, and only then if it's extinguished by an elder elemental underwater. Response to Dawnsbury citizens. A Dawnsbury citizen may activate the candelabra by using the interact action while adjacent. Okay, I'm glad we looked at this because we probably want to do that. I don't know why, but I'm not sure. Maybe we wait for something to show up. We've got 2 giant rats here. They don't have a lot going on. Low will scores. They've got their jaw strikes. And if we take a look at our initiative order, Anacostia gets to go first, then the rats, then Scarlet, Safi, and Tokdar. So what do we want to do with her? We probably don't need to flurry against them or use... we probably don't need to use athletics. So she's just going to make a strike on their AC of 15. That's pretty good with the +1 weapon. She'll do a +7 to attack versus their 15 AC. So like 12 or higher on the die gets us a successful strike. What is this stuff here? This is difficult terrain. So I could stride twice and strike on a hit with a very good damage roll or a crit. We might be able to kill this thing before it gets to go. Not sure if that's the play. Because I might want to set up my gravity weapon for later. Let's see, what's their movement speed? 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They can get to Tokdar and take 2 strikes on Tokdar or Safi. If I position myself here, then I'm in front of them. Let's see, who's got the best AC? I guess Safi has 17. She's got a 16. I could stride here, gravity weapon, and then what? I could hunt prey, I guess, on this thing since it's going to come straight towards me. Or I could stride twice and strike. Then I'm sort of distant from my friends. I could delay and let them act. This one's going to have a trouble doing much of anything. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It would have to stride twice to get in range of anybody, and then it could strike. Am I overthinking this? Should I just stride in and try and kill this guy? Maybe I should. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll just stride twice and strike, and we'll set up on subsequent rounds if we need to. As we're standing next to this, what would this do? Touch the golden candelabra to activate it. I'm not sure we want to do that right now. I could ready an action here rather than stride twice. That keeps me next to the candelabra, forces them to stop and attack her rather than move past to the back line. Maybe that's the play. Let's ready. An enemy moves into your reach. You make a melee strike against the triggering creature. Maybe we'll just ready to make a strike here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's approached. Let's take the reaction. It's a critical hit. We killed him, which is fantastic. This rat did put 6 points of damage on us, so that happened. Now we've got our entire turn here to set up for whatever's going to come next. I think we want to kill this rat and be prepared to touch the golden candelabra here. So you have mutagenic flashback for Quicksilver. I like that. I would also, let's see, we can create, do I not have quick alchemy? Do I not have, I must not have any, whatever they're called, reagents left. This giant rat does not speak common, so demoralizing it isn't great. We could flank it for the future, or Anacostia to kill it. Do I want to do that with you? I should remember that I can delay here. Safi has that bless spell, which we probably want to set up. Are you going to attack? I think you probably take your mutagenic flashback and then stride twice to flank this thing for Anacostia. So that's all you need to do. Let's do that. I have nothing that I could... Well, I could administer... I could administer a healing potion from one of these two if they have it on them, which I think they do. I have this. Yeah, okay. I think we flashback... And then we... Oh, I get a free point of movement here. Right, because that mutagen, the Quicksilver, lets me move farther. Okay. If I come here... Now we have you flanked. Does that change the math on the mud bomb? 65%. Problem with that is the splash damage to me and Anacostia. What else do I have? I could strike with my fist. All the athletics have low chances. A fist strike isn't the worst thing in the world. I guess I have 2 actions left. Oh, that flashback is free? Okay. Then... Am I better off with my fist? Or... No, it's a finesse weapon just like the dagger. What is the fist strike's damage? 1d4 bludgeoning damage? And the dagger would be what? I don't know. Do I want to... I do have a pretty high chance to hit with this fist. What other action would I take as my final action? I could stride away so that it can't attack me, but then it's not... No, we want to keep it flanked. What else do I want to do here? I could take something into my hand. This is 1d4. I could draw out another... I could draw this item out to have it in case I need it. I could become hidden, I guess, with created aversion, so it can't see me. Not that we need that. All right, I think we're gonna strike this thing.
Rats are dead.
Critical hit.
Let's grab the golden candelabra and return to the town and regale Dawnsbury with the tales of our glory.
It won't be as simple as that.
Okay. I think something's gonna happen. I don't know what. So I think we gather around this candelabra. We don't know what activating it will do. That was a nice hit. What did he get? He got a critical hit, and it took 8 damage, exactly its hit points. Okay. I think for now, let's move everybody around the candelabra. Let's get that bless going. Like that. And then let's move you over here. Is that the right position? Where do I want you? Oh, let me see what I have in my inventory. I do have a potion of healing. Let's get that administered on our girl here. Nice. High roll. Okay. So at the start of Anacosta's turn, is she the one we want to interact? No, I think we want Scarlet to interact here to see what it does. I would rather have Anacosta free. So let's have her delay until after Scarlet. Let's have Scarlet touch the golden candelabra and see what happens. Choose target for touch the golden candelabra. Okay.
Something is happening. I feel a surge of energy from the southern wall.
Wait, citizens! You would take the golden candelabra away from the Dawnsbury temple?
This temple has been abandoned, Protector, as it's too far away, in a land controlled by kobolds. We have built a new temple closer by.
I think that's a magic mouth, Toktar. It's only a triggered message. Whoever said this is long gone.
Thankfully, my magic detected that you are citizens of Dawnsbury. But only worthy heroes may move my artifact.
My artifact. Is this the voice of the Dawnbringer?
Face now the gauntlet, citizens. If you pass, then you have my blessing to take the candelabra.
Does everyone give out blessings now? What's the point of even being a cleric then?
You're an animist, bro.
Monsters will spawn next round by the southern wall.
Then let's assume good positions and tackle the Dawnbringer's trial head on.
Okay, so we get a full turn here to set up. If they're going to appear by the southern wall, then what do we want to do here? Scarlet has used one action here. She doesn't need to sustain the spell the way Safi does, so she has 2 actions left. We can draw things into our inventory. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot else to do. Let's go ahead and grab an acid flask so we have that prepared. And let's stride somewhere like here. I don't think there's... I could take cover. All right, we'll take cover. Anacosta, we want her front and center. Although taking cover is not a terrible idea. I could ready an action, but it depends on whatever this monster is doing something that appears. Let's move here, here, and let's... You know what? Let me go ahead and cast Gravity Weapon, so that's on. We need you in range of everybody. Let's have you take cover behind Anacosta, I think. Okay, now actually, there's a range here called Warm Glow. Oh no, that's coming from me. You need to sustain, so let's do that first. That increases the radius of the bless emanation by 5 feet. Okay. Let's do that. let's move here. And then can I take cover behind my friend? I don't think so, right? I think I can have... No, wait a minute. With concentration, I can't remember how this works in this system. Can I concentrate on two things at once? Prepare to aid. Is that what I want to do, or do I want... Okay, so Nymph's Grace makes a 10-foot emanation, which is like, covers the area where enemies come in. I'm not sure if this is going to cancel Bless or not, but I guess I should just find out. Yeah, both effects are active. Okay, I love that. Let's have you move into cover here. I could put guidance on someone, but well, let's see. Yeah, all right, we'll put guidance on Anacosta here. Okay, that's what we could do. Let's see what happens on this next turn. Lantern Archons. Welcoming combat, greeting in Celestial, which I guess none of us speak. Okay. Let's take a look at this. It's a lawful good summon Celestial creature. 20 hit points, 16 AC, high reflex, low will. Flying speed of 40 feet. Resistance of fire. Has a strike that deals fire damage. Has an innate heal spell. Retributive strike. When an enemy damages your ally and both are within 15 feet of you, the ally gains resistance 3 against the triggering damage, and you can make a light ray attack against the enemy. Okay. So, because they're together, we are going to have... we're going to have to burn one of them down. So what do we want to do here? What order do we want to play in? You have this, you have a mud bomb. That's going to hit both of them, which means both of them could take their retributive strikes. Now we are taking cover. If Safi goes, he has a spell that could lower their ability to attack. A critical hit here makes them dazzled, which I believe makes us concealed to them. That's not a terrible option. They don't have the highest AC at 16. We have +8 from the Bless and other stuff. So let's see. If we roll 18, is it 18 plus 8 gets us to 26? We need an 18, 19, or 20 for a critical hit. I mean, it's a 15% chance. It's not great. They have low will scores, so demoralize is helpful as well. It's going to be hard to get them off guard. Tokdar does have... Yeah, the problem is it's tough to... I can't open their character sheet, so I can't remember all their stuff. Let's see. Ignition, Produce Flame, Gouging Claw, Guidance, Scatter Scree. Was Scatter Scree Reflex, which I think they're good at here? I think it was. Elemental Toss, Breathe Fire, Fear, and Noxious Vapors are both good. Opening with that, because this Retributive Strike, if we don't damage them, if we put statuses on them before we give them the opportunity to Retributive Strike, that's good. So actually, having Toktar go first here wouldn't be the worst thing. Safi. He's already got Nymph's Grace active. We have Daze. And I can't remember what Concordant Choir does, honestly. But those are like Daze, that's another option. Like, I think we want Anacostia to go last, and maybe Scarlet as well, after Safi and Toktar. So I think we're gonna have Safi and Toktar try to debuff them first, and then we'll have these two go. I'm not sure which order. She could potentially trip someone to get them off guard. Like, we're not gonna be able to flank them, but she could trip someone. I might have Scarlet go before Anacostia so that Anacostia isn't subject to the splash damage, though. Although, if he throws at this one and she's standing here, then it's fine. But we want to burn one down. 20 hit points. Okay, regardless, I think we're going to delay Scarlet. And then, who do I want going first? Anacostia or Scarlet? If she moves in here, this is a natural choke point that they have to move around, or they attack her. And you can stride, strike, and stride away. That's possible. It's within 15 feet, they get that. Yeah, I think I want Anacostia to go before Scarlet. Let's have you delay here. Okay, Safi's up. So Bless, it says increase the radius of the Bless emanation by 5 feet. I don't think I need to do this to keep it up. I think for Nymph's Grace, I do. So let's sustain Nymph's Grace. And then I want to... Remind me what this is. Sonic damage. That's all creatures. Daze. Will saving throw. Could stun on a crit. On a crit fail. Okay, this could trigger the retributive strikes, but everybody's behind, like, cover. So that's not the worst idea. Tangle Vine, immobilize. No, I think I like the idea of Daze here. The Fortitude save, they're weak, they're mid-ass. Reflex is their strong save, Will is their bad one. Let's go with a Will save here. Okay, save -0. So it barely saved. Lantern Archon B's strike, Light Ray, is skipped because Safi is no longer a legal target. Huh. Is that because it doesn't have line of sight? Okay, so I targeted this one. I didn't damage the ally, did I? It can make a Light Ray. It couldn't see me. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure how that triggered it because we didn't damage the ally. But regardless, the Archon made it save. Toktar's up. I think Fear here, that targets Will. Yeah, I think we go with Fear here. I don't think we want the Poison or Conceal. I don't think we want Elemental Toss or anything else. Let's go ahead and cast the Fear spell here. Let's see if we can get this one Afraid. Okay. So what happened there? It saves. On a success, the target is frightened 1. All right, so we have debuffed it. Do I want to... Let's see what else I can do to this thing. 60% chance with the crossbow, 70 with elemental toss. I could try to demoralize the other one. I'm pretty good at intimidation here. I have 1 action left. I think demoralize might be the better play here because they're going to be making all these... Well, you used your reaction. So maybe I put damage on you now because your ally is the one who would make the retributive strike. So maybe We go with Elemental Toss here. Look at all these bonuses. We get the status bonus, and it's got a status debuff from being frightened. Yeah, okay, we'll try Elemental Toss. Okay, it resisted, but it still took 4 damage. Ah, right. It has resistance to fire. Does my Elemental Toss do fire damage? It does. Okay, I forgot that part. All right. Anacosta's up. She's got her gravity weapon. I think okay, so to get this guy off guard, the only thing I can think of to do is maybe feint. Let's take a look. I'm going to move into melee. So we've got the strike. That's a 70% chance to hit. A feint's only 50%, a 45% chance to trip. Grapple doesn't seem great. I don't think we want to hunt prey this turn. Do I want to feint here, or do I want to make 2 strikes? What does it have? It has 15 AC? I think maybe taking the multiple attack penalty for second strike might be the play here. Let's go ahead and strike. That's a critical hit for 14 damage. That's amazing. I think we strike again. Even a normal hit will kill it. And then, yeah. Okay, let's see. We missed. All right. That's her turn. I think now you stride here. And you throw the mud bomb at this guy. Anna might take 1 point of damage if we hit. Critical hit. Very nice. It's banished? Oh, because that's mean that we defeated it. Got it. Okay. Options here. Demoralize and strike. All of that's terrible. I think we move back here. We're still within range of it. Maybe here's the better play. Let's see what it does in its turn. It's going to strike with a light ray twice and then heal itself. Interesting. A flump just showed up. Okay. So we can attack this thing pretty freely now. It doesn't have its allies, so no retributive strikes. Anacosta took 5 points of damage. Let's see, what do we want to do? It's Safi's turn. What do we want to do here? We want to sustain Nymph's Grace, for sure. I think I'll also increase the Bless Radius and then take this Potion of Invisibility. What are my other options here? Animus spells, I have Daze. You know what, that is pretty good. It's a good cantrip here. Yeah, let's Daze it. Invalid target from line of effect. Okay, never mind that. I've got 2 actions left. I could take this potion. What can I do to you? I can reach you with Daze and Divine Lance. Okay, both are low chances. This thing has a much higher will save and higher AC. It's got 25 feet of flying speed. It strikes with its spikes, doing acid and piercing. Spray perfume. The flump sprays a 20-foot line of foul-smelling liquid. Each creature caught in the spray must succeed or become sickened. So we don't want to give it lines. We've got 2 actions. I think since we've got a lot of buffing and stuff going on, I think I'm going to take this potion and just move out of its potential line. Let me drink this. And then let's where do I want to sneak? Maybe I'll just sneak here. I'd love to be in cover here from this thing. What's the range on Bless? All right, let me sneak here maybe. Okay, we're still invisible. You're up. This thing's resistant to fire. What can you do to this guy? Strike with the hand crossbow. That's a low chance to hit. Most of our stuff is fire damage. You're not a feared, so a demoralize here could be really strong. Let's do that. It's a failure. And then doesn't it gain some sort of immunity or something? Let's stride here so we have cover from the flump. And let's just try a crossbow strike. Let's see what happens. The miss. Okay. Anacosta's up. We're already in cover here. Let me hunt prey to get my map penalty reduced on the second strike, and then we'll strike twice here. That's a 9 to hit, or a... Yeah, 14 points of damage. Very nice. What do you have left? You've got 6 hit points. Let's get you behind cover. And then... Yeah, we'll throw an acid flask at you. It's a miss. Okay. What else do I want to do here? I guess I need to, yeah, pull out something else. Bludgeoning or acid. Does this thing have any resistances? Not really. Let's hold on to the mud bomb for him. Throw out that acid flask, and I want to try again. It's got 5 hit points. A hit would be good. Let's see if we can kill it. 9 minus 2. Okay. Oh, right. The splash damage goes diagonally. All right. Oh dear, more stuff is happening. So I'm kind of... Does this thing... How does... I'm kind of... It's strange to me that this thing used its Sickening Ray on Safi because he's invisible. But whatever, it happened. Safi's up. I could retch to reduce my sickened. Is that what I want to do? I need to sustain Nymph's Grace. I am invisible. So maybe retching is the play here. Looks like we failed. I'll try again. Okay, that's the critical save. Sickness ends. That's Safi's turn. Tokdar. What do we want to do with you? You're better off against this flump, but we need to take this thing out before it keeps healing. Oh, it's taking persistent acid damage. I like that. Okay, let me cast a spell here. I think Fear makes sense. What do we got? This is Fortitude. This is Will. Fortitude is good against the flump. So Noxious Vapors on the flump would be good, but I want to kill this Archon first because of its reactions and its healing. So let me try. Let's go for a Fear here. That's a 60 versus... Yeah, it's immune to... Oh, and I'm going to have to reload here. All right, let's go for the Fear. Frighten 2. Very nice. Let's reload. That's his turn. Anacosta, you're already hunting this. Let's strike twice. Come on. Yes, okay, we killed that one. Let's hunt prey on the flump. That's her turn. And then Scarlet is in a little bit of trouble here. What can we do? 60% chance to hit with a strike. Grapple, trip, and shove are bad. Demoralize, faint. I could draw out... How many hit points does it have? 17. I could pull out one of my last items here and try to dazzle this thing. Let's go ahead and try the feint. It's a low chance, but let's see. It's flat-footed. Perfect. Now we'll strike with the mud bomb. 2 damage. Not a lot. But at least we hit it. I guess we'll strike. There's not a lot else I can do. Another 1 point of damage. All right. Okay. I gotta check what happened there. Hold on. Fairy Dragon used Fly and then Telekinetic Projectile. Got a crit against Anacosta. We took 4 damage. Fails Nymph's Grace, so it's confused. Struck Scarlet for 1 damage and then missed 2 more strikes. All right, Safi, you're up. What do we want you to do? What do you have available? Let's sustain Nymph's Grace. It's really good. And then I think it's time to come out of... Let's see, do I want to use Divine Lance here? So this is against the target's AC. This is against Will. Concordant Choir is against Fortitude. This thing has a low Fortitude save, so maybe we burn this. 2d4 Sonic to all creatures in a 10-foot burst. I could save it for when this guy closes in, but I think we want to take the enemy out. Will save. What are your saves? All very strong. Ooh, you're weak on Fortitude as well. I can only cast this spell once. AC is 18. Your AC is 17. Will save. Very strong. Yeah, he's running out of options here. If we make him flat-footed to us, we have a better chance with Divine Lance here. Maybe we try that. Oh, wait, we're invisible, so he should already be off guard, but let's do that anyway. Oh, I'm out of spells. We could take the strike here. Maybe that was a mistake. Oh, we're not getting the effect of this warm glow because we're not in range. I didn't realize that. So, what do I want to do here? I think we want to move up here. I think this was a mistake. I should have. Yeah, let's move. Let's move here, maybe? Okay. Why does he see me? I don't quite understand that. That was kind of a wasted turn, but... All right, who's up? Tokdar? Let's get in range of this guy and try to do some work on him, maybe. Let's see what we have access to. Ignition, produce flame, fear, and demoralize. Let's go with the produce flame. Let's see if we can get the coin flip. All right, did some damage. Anacosta is looking a little rough. Does she have... She's got a minor healing potion. I think you come here, you flank the flump, and strike it twice. There's 6. Another 6. That's pretty good. Okay. And then we're going to want you to try and finish this guy. So what are your options? You could hit with your fist. Let's try that. All right, we got rid of him. And then I think we move you. We don't want to be... This thing might have a breath weapon. Yeah, it does. 15-foot cone. So let's move so that it can't cone us that well. Like the edge of... What is this? Drop and roll. Do I have persistent... I have persistent acid damage on me. Okay. All right, let's drop and roll to get rid of that persistent damage, and then let's stand. That's our turn. So unfortunately, this is a great cone for the fairy dragon. I bet it uses that. Let's see. It's confused, so it failed Nymph's Grace. Almost put Anacosta into dying, but we have our full turn here. You did not recover, unfortunately. I should not have stood up. I assumed it was an automatic success. Okay, you're going to go ahead and use your Concordant Choir. 2d4. Okay, took 4 damage. Not terrible. What else can we do? I guess we can demoralize. 5% chance. It's a failure. That's not surprising. You are nice and close here. What do we have for you? Let's try the demoralize first. It's a failure. All right, let's produce flame again. Critical hit and the persistent fire damage. Very nice. Okay. That's your turn. Anacosta, I want you to get healed, so let's delay until after Scarlet. Scarlet's up. I want you to come here. Let's get your potion out. Let's administer that to Anacosta. You've still got this acid damage, which isn't great. We recovered. Okay, we made the save. Anacosta's up. Let's have her hunt prey. It is a flying creature. Let me go ahead and stride into position here and then take a look at my options. So rapier 60, 70% chance to grapple. That's not bad. Yeah, the fortitude is this thing's lowest save. I think I will go for the grapple. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's grappled, so it cannot move. It's flat-footed. It has a DC check. It has a DC 5 flat check for manipulate actions. Can't move. It has other stuff it can do. It's got ranged options, but that's not bad. It's going to use its breath weapon on these two. What happened? Uses its breath weapon. Safi failed. Tokdar saved. It got a critical escape. Failed to save against its persistent fire damage. Okay. So Safi, you're up. What do we got for you? Oh, I lost Nymph's Grace. I failed to sustain it at some point. We could do Telekinetic Projectile or Tanglevine. Divine Lance. I think this thing has a strong will save, right? Yeah, we're better off targeting its AC. I can move into flanking to help out Anacosta. Let's then... Why did that use... Oh, I'm slowed because of its breath weapon. Okay. Let's go ahead and use Nymph's Grace here. All right, that's your turn. You're up. What do you want to do? Maybe a Scatter Scree or... Maybe, let's see, you've got strong will, low will. I have no way to target just him. But Safi's already gone, so if I stride here and then cast it, that's fine. They both save. All right. All right. It's flat-footed to you. You could try to demoralize it. That's not going to work. Let's just... Oh, it's this guy. It's Scarlet. What do we want you to do? You don't got a lot left. I guess... I mean, there's not... We gotta burn this thing down, so... Let's move here and strike. It's a low chance, right? 48%. Very low chances to faint or demoralize. Let's just strike here. Hey, hit for 2. It's not nothing. Okay. Anacosta now gets to go. Let's strike twice. Guess we missed. There we go. Got it.
Dawnsbury 4. We have obtained the Golden Candelabra.
Yes, and, if nobody else wants to, then I volunteer to carry the artifact.
Oh, I want to take it? I'll happily take it back to Dawnsbury.
The trophy should be proudly displayed and presented high. I can assume the ceremonial role. On second thought, this honor belongs to the battle leader.
Right. Anna should take the artifact.
Yeah, you take it, Anna.
We'll bring it back together, everyone. As one team, one party.
Anna, I feel like the Candelabra's glow field is still expanding.
I feel it too. I think after we take it back home, it will cover the whole of Dawnsbury, or perhaps the whole peninsula. Everyone will feel its glow and get accustomed to its warmth once again.
We did make Roderick proud, didn't we?
Yes, we did, Safi. Now come, everyone. Let's return home. The quest for the Golden Candelabra is complete.
Okay, there we go. Our first quest completed. And we picked up 2 more pieces of treasure here. A +1 Morning Star and a +1 Hand Wrap of Mighty Blows. Now, I believe these are going to go to our Alchemist. I believe the +1 transfers to strikes with alchemical bombs, which could be handy. As for the Morning Star, I don't know about that. It's a simple weapon, so somebody might be able to get some use out of it. More gold. A good fight. I like the encounter design here. The kind of like waves of enemies with new mechanics. The general blessing from the artifact to give us a little bit of a boost at level 1. I feel like that bless spell came in pretty hard. Overall, not a perfect fight, but I feel like it went pretty well. I was pretty happy with that. So we'll proceed here. And it's time to level up. We'll do that at the start of the next episode, as well as the downtime. In fact, I might just turn these into their own episode just to kind of like separate them from the next quest. So we'll go through the level up process. This is actually going to be my first time. Yeah, this is going to be my first time leveling up a character. And we'll have to do it 4 times. So we'll get a little bit of experience interacting with the complexity of the character build system in Pathfinder. We'll get to explore how the game is handling downtime, make some choices there. I guess mostly it's going to be the ability to sell off treasure and buy new gear. But as you return to Dawnsbury with the golden candelabra in your hands, you notice a newfound power within you. The candelabra's glow helps bring it to light, and you feel yourself growing stronger. Completed a chapter of Dawnsbury Days, and thus you've earned enough experience to level up. Okay, be able to retrain and change your choices later. That's going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back with more Dawnsbury Days and our second level adventure Elements of a Crime in another video. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.